Hi, everybody. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Some things popping up on my screen. Some little changes happening on Facebook. I just had to check out a few things before I went live. Uh-oh, looks like I'm sideways. Okay, let's see if I can change this. I may have to come back. Hi, Beverly. I'm sideways. Okay, rotate your phone. Yeah. Okay, I'll come back, you guys. I know it's kind of annoying to see me sideways, so I will be right back. Sorry about that. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I went landscape, but it turned me sideways. Oh, am I good there? I'm not sideways? On my screen, I'm sideways. Okay, let me just see what I've got done here. Let me know, guys. I just want it to be straight for you guys. Let me tilt you forward. And back. Usually it lines up. I'm totally sideways on my screen. Let's go. Let's flip and flip back. All good. Oh my gosh. That's really strange. Am I going landscape on your screen, you guys? I'll have to try and figure it out later. Okay, as long as it's good for you guys, I can deal with being sideways on my screen. How's everybody doing? This is so weird. Hi, Karen. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you all for joining me. Am I good? Yeah, Rebecca. Rebecca says yes. Hi, Karen. On my screen, when I'm looking, I'm totally sideways, but as long as I'm straight for you guys, that's all that matters to me. Back again with another card, and I have my mug. Today I'm using my Stampin' Up! Travel mug. I love this mug so, so much. It keeps everything super hot. Like, I can't even believe how hot my tea and my coffee stays in this thing. I love all my Stampin' Up! Logo merchandise. We used to go to, it was called Memento Mall way back in the day when Stampin' Up! Used to have their convention in the summer. We'd go to Memento Mall and we would get things with logo, the Stampin' Up! Logo on them, and I would buy all kinds of different things. This wasn't at a Memento Mall though. This was actually, you could get it with your points. So as you sold and recruited and did things with your business, you could get points and then you could cash them in. I believe that's how I got this mug. But anyway, um, that's all in the past. But there's so many things that Stampin' Up! Does for us. Is the reason I brought that up is because they treat us like absolute gold. And there's an amazing starter kit deal on right now where you get an extra 2 free stamp sets. So you don't want to miss out on that, right? You want to join my team and come along with me on this journey. It's been amazing, absolutely amazing. I love my team. I love what I do. I love to share with you guys, and I only want you guys to come with me. So it's $135. You get to pick $165 of whatever you want. Whatever you want. You could fill it with cardstock and ink and adhesive, whatever you want. And then you get 2 free stamp sets. So if you've been around and you've been stamping for a long time, maybe you want to replenish some of your supplies, get the starter kit, and then the beauty of that, once you get the starter kit, that's when the fun begins, right? You get to enjoy your discount for as long as you want. There's no obligation, there's no strings attached. It's the best deal ever. That's why I always talk about it. So I'd love for you to join me on this amazing journey. And I can't tell if I'm in the screen or not in the screen because I'm completely sideways, but we're going to go with it. I'm going to flip the camera, point you down at my work surface, and we'll see how that looks. If you would not mind letting me know, that would be so gracious of you because I have to turn my head like this to see the comments. I'm going to turn the camera, point it down at my screen, my desk. So hopefully you can see my project here, and we're going to get started. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Kathy. Thank you all. I'm fine. Center screen. Wow, that's amazing. And when I'm looking at my screen, I'm like completely sideways. All right, we're going with it. Here we go. Let's tilt you down at my work surface. Thank you for sharing, everybody that's sharing my video. I appreciate that so, so much. And let's see here. We're going to just get it straightened up here. All good, Kathy, when I turned, yeah? Perfect. Okay, well, we're going with it. Just a little gremlin playing tricks with me today. Not good for me, but good for you guys. That's all that matters. Okay, we are going to play with the nuts and bolts stamp set again. I love, love, love this stamp set, so I have to bring it in and share with you. Let's just, can't really tell what you can see, so I'm just going to raise up a little bit here, and we're going to look at this here. We're going to play with this stamp set. We're going to make a card, a Valentine's card. Now, I'm going to make a Valentine's card, but I want to point out that this is not just a Valentine's stamp set. It's, it has hearts, of course. You make my heart go beep. That could be for anything. There's a HBTU, happy birthday to you. There's this cute little guy with the daisy. There's another little robot down here. I'm nuts and bolts about you. Greetings, kind human. So it can be all kinds of different projects, right? It can be a scrapbook page, it can be cards, it can be treat containers. I really, really love this little stamp set. Okay, so let's get started. I have a card base of Blushing Bride. I'm gonna bring that in here. And I've already gone ahead and stuck on my layer. Okay, that's done. So my card base is Blushing Bride, and I have cut it 4¼ by 11. Okay, so then I've scored it in the middle at 5½. So, and then on the front, I've taken a piece of real red cardstock, and it measures 4 by 5¼ and I ran that through one of the embossing folders that you get with the Dottie Hearts. Dottie Hearts embossing folders comes as a pair. You get 2 of them. So you get this one here with the beautiful dotted hearts, and then you get this one, which is kind of a horizontal orientation, and you get all of these little hearts. So what I've done is I've cut this piece, and the embossing folder only covers this much, right? So I've got a strip at the top that is not embossed, and I'm totally okay with that. Just a nice flat piece there. And so I've already gone ahead and stuck that down onto my Blushing Bride card base. Okay, so then we need to do some stamping. So from our mini catalog that we had in the fall, the holiday catalog, there was some dies that carried over. Let me grab those and show them to you. These here. Look at these dies. Now, I know they look Christmas because of all the boughs and the different leaves and stuff, but you can use these all year round. Look at these ones here, these label dies. You can use these for all of your crafting. There's even a tinier one here. Look at this. All of these are super, super nice. And then, of course, you get all of these here. This one here, these 2 long skinny ones, you can use those for ribbon slides. So you can put those onto your card anywhere you want, and then you can run your ribbon through and tie bows. The stamp set that coordinates with them is Christmas season, so you got dies to cut out all of these sprigs and different things. But it is available right now, like some of the things carried over from the annual catalog or the mini catalog, and it's a set of 19 dies, and these that I'm holding in my hand are definitely worth the money to be able to use all year round. So you'll see me using these lots on my cards. So let's just move that off to the side. What I've done with these dies is I cut this big one out of basic white, and we're going to do some stamping on there. So let's just move this off to the side, and we're going to bring in this little guy. Isn't he cute with his little heart in the middle? Oh, I just think he's adorable. And his little head tilted to the side. He just makes me smile. So I've got my Memento ink here. I'm going to stamp him in Memento. Just ink him up real good. We're going to stamp him on the left-hand side right there. Just press him down. And then I'm going to bring in some blends, and we're just going to quickly color him. This would be a great little stamp set if you have kids or grandchildren in your life and you don't want them to use markers and blends. That's okay. You could totally stamp a whole bunch of these little images on some cards, some note cards, and give it to your grandchildren with a little pack of crayons and a little tied up with a little bow. And it could be a really fun gift, right? Because I mean, little kids, I'm talking like really little kids, right? They love to color with their crayons, and we can use Stampin' Up! Images for little kids, right? And they can have lots and lots of fun. Of course, if they see grandma's blends and they see grandma using watercolor pencils, they're probably going to want to copy you and do what you're doing. But there's lots of different options, and these make great little gifts. So if you're going to give a little gift for Valentine's Day, maybe you could give a little package of note cards and some crayons, or the watercolor pencils would be a nice clean option. To a niece, a nephew, grandchild, and even at like a school, if you're doing a little donation project for a school, you may have someone in kindergarten, and I'm sure the kindergarten teacher would love to have these little packages or little little treats. If you can send treats to school, great. If not, you could do little projects that would keep kids occupied. So with Stampin' Up, we have so many options to reach out to people, to offer creativity to them, and it doesn't need to be complicated. So, if you're into doing stuff like that, this is a great way to fill your heart and to see those smiles on those little kids' faces. That's part of what brings me joy, is to see the smile on someone's face when they make a card and they're like, oh my gosh, I did that myself, right? So I've colored in my little robot here with, that was dark smoky slate and light smoky slate. I've got Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to do the little ball on his antenna, his little neck, his arms, and his legs with Flirty Flamingo. And then I'm going to use my Real Red. Do I have Real Red? Yes, I want the dark Real Red, and I'm going to color in that heart. Just like that. So easy. Now, the stamp set also comes with other stamps. Like there's this one here. I really like this one with the lines. I'm going to use that to make a little bit of a ground underneath my robot. Just open up my crumb cake here. I'm going to stamp that right here underneath. Just grounds the image a little bit. And then I'm going to bring in the little double heart stamp, this one right here. And I'm going to stamp that using my Blushing Bride. So remember, my card base is Blushing Bride. So I'm going to use Blushing Bride with the hearts. I'm going to stamp a couple of those hearts right there. And then we need a greeting. So from this stamp set, we have the greeting, "You make my heart go beep." I'm going to use that one today. So I've got that on my block here. And I'm going to bring in Real Red cardstock, or Real Red ink for this one. So you make my heart go beep. Open my ink pad, and I just put my thumb in my ink pad. You guys do that? See that? That's what I just did. I just put my thumb in my ink pad. A good thing I saw myself do that, because this is how you ruin your card, right? You put your thumb in your ink pad and then you put your thumb on your cardstock. I did not plan this. But you need to have some kind of baby wipe or something close by. And it'll stain your finger for the rest of the day, but I guarantee after you do your supper dishes and wash your hair the next morning or whatever, that'll be gone. Are you laughing with me? I think I can hear you laughing at me. Oh, heavens. Okay, so you make my heart go beep. Let's stamp that right here. Easy peasy. There we go. Oh, I love it. He's so cute. Okay, let's bring back Blushing Bride ink. And I'm going to use my little sponge dauber on my finger here, dip into my ink pad, and I'm going to just add a little bit of color to the edges of my little die cut here, just to soften up those white edges. Just come around. You can do this really quickly. Just makes it a lot nicer here. It just ties everything together. I could have done it with red. You could even do it with smoky slate. Could be any color you want to highlight from your color scheme that you're using on your card. So there is my front focal point. So I'm going to flip that over. We're going to grab some dimensionals, and I'm going to put one in the center and then 4 on the corners. That should mount this just nicely on the top of my card. All right, let's peel off those dimensionals and get rid of the backings and bring back our card base. And for this card, I also have a piece of the beautiful Sweet Talk Designer Series paper. Oh my gosh, I just love it. You got, on this paper, I've shown it several times on my videos here, you got one side that's definitely hearts and Valentine's and love, all about love, but the flip side is neutral. What I mean by neutral is this pattern can be used any time of year, Doesn't have to be all hearts, right? It can be used for masculine, feminine, kids, you name it, scrapbook pages. So, but for this one, because I'm doing all hearts on my card, I'm going to use this side. So this piece just measures 2 inches by 3 3/4, and that's just going to sit right up here in the top part of my card. So let's grab my glue, and we're going to glue that down right at the top here. So just go around, put a little bit of glue down, and we're going to mount this up here. Here we go. Just like that. And then I'll bring back my little focal image, and that's going to get centered right in the center of the card. And I love the hearts on the edges. They just look so nice. I love the embossing folder. Oh, all of this is just so beautiful. You need all of this in your life, all of these products. And when you get to $60, don't forget, guys, you will get something for free. And you're also going to get a package of these iridescent rhinestones. I'm still waiting for my order. There's been a delay, you guys, with the shipping, but all of the people that have ordered from me so far this month, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Every order of $60 or more, you're getting, and using this host code that you see up here, you're going to get a package of these in the mail from me, plus one of my thank you cards, because I appreciate you all so, so much. So iridescent rhinestones. Let's go ahead and add 3 of these to this card just to bling it up a little bit, because we gotta have bling. And let me put these back. Did you guys know I use these little cases to store all of my embellishments, and I usually have a label on here, and I keep them in alphabetical order over on my shelf. So it's a really great way to organize your embellishments if you're in the market for organization stuff. Okay, here we go, you guys. Good morning, Linda. Thank you for joining me. Here is my completed card. Now, it's not complete. No, not yet. The inside. I need to stamp something on the inside, and I have my 4.5 by 2 3/4 piece of cardstock. And so the front says, "You make my heart go beep." You could put "Happy Birthday to you," HBTU, on the inside, or you could put "I'm nuts and bolts about you." That's a cool one. I'm going to do that. We're going to put "I'm nuts and bolts about you" on the inside. So let's grab a block for that one. And I think I'll stamp with real red just to make it match the front of my card. "I'm nuts and bolts about you." So cute. And then, of course, I really like to tie as much of the focal point into the center. So I'm just going to stamp him. Maybe I'll stamp him in the corner down here. Just like that. There we go. And you can quickly add color to him. If you want to, you could just leave him black and white, but I love to color with my blends. So I'm just going to add a little bit of color, and then he is good. Just bring in that flirty flamingo and use the fine tip. Add that to his neck and his arms and that little antenna on the top. He makes me smile. All right, I can't wait to send this one to someone. I'm going to make a bunch of these, I think, and send to my family and friends. Who wouldn't love to get a fun card like this in the mail, right? So use your stamps to bring joy and to put a smile on someone's face, because it makes all the difference. If not just for what the world is going through, but any time of the year, it is so nice to send cards just because cards. I have a friend who sends cards every season. She sends them for fall, she sends them for winter, spring, and summer, a just because card. And she told me one time she wasn't feeling well and she didn't get her cards sent out. And her friends messaged her and said, "Hey, are you okay? I just haven't got a card from you, and I always get one." And so people are watching. People do notice you guys, and your efforts are definitely, definitely appreciated by your loved ones. So if this is a new hobby for you, welcome to this wonderful world of stamping. It is such an amazing, amazing thing to do for your own heart and also for other people, because it takes your mind off of life's little things to be able to make a card as quickly as I just did, and to be able to send it to someone and to bring joy to other people's lives. It is such a blessing in my life, and I am so grateful. Let me flip you around here. And yes, I'm still sideways. I am going to have to play around with this today. I have a little test group that I can play around in, and I'm not sure if something's changed, but, or maybe there's a setting on my phone. But anyway, I'm turning my head because I am completely sideways, but I'm talking to you straight as I can here. I hope you were able to see my video and catch it. And if you liked it and if you shared it, thank you so, so much. I appreciate you all so much. Tomorrow is Wednesday and I have an appointment in the morning. So I will be joining you. Let's see, my appointment. I think I'm going to join you at noon. Let's pick noon for our time tomorrow. So if you're planning on coming back to watch me, I will see you tomorrow at noon here in Calgary on Calgary time. And I look forward to bringing you another fun card share. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. And I hope I've inspired you to pull out your stamps, ink, and paper and to place that order for your free stuff. Don't forget about your free celebration stuff. Celebration is the best time of the Stampin' Up! Year. So take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.